What's the crack, lads? We are back checking what's coming Monday. We've got two brand new legends joining, and as you can see there, we'll get to that in just a second with Jaap Stam. But definitely spin every day, guys. If you're not, I missed out on two, I think, or one. Definitely one with their kite. But has anybody actually gotten kite? I've seen one or two people in my Discord, but let me know if you've actually spun for him. Let me know if you've actually got him. I definitely think this should have been a selection contract, or whatever it should have been. We also have the League One McDonald's selection that is going to be expired tomorrow. And make sure and you get this national team reward or this national team event cleared, because there is a brilliant nominating selection for free with your contract that you get from this. So I will do a dedicated video on this. A few people have been asking me which player is the best to pick. I think that there's some really nice cards in this. I do like the idea that they're going to, it's kind of like FIFA's Game Changers. I think that's what they call them, you know, where they bring them out sometimes at Halloween, where they have different ones. And Konami have done that before in the past as well. Of course, we do remember a couple of cards from this that were previously released. But I genuinely think, Les, and I'm not just saying this for the novelty of it, I think Araujo is actually a really good card. And I will show you a build of him in the second video that we do end up doing. But there's two really good selections here. Now, we're lucky enough that we do have two nominating contracts. So I am going to get Araujo first straight off the rip. But we will sign another card as well. Let me know if you guys are enjoying these type of content cards. But it is all about the brand new legends. We've got Thomas Vermaelen, we've got Petr Cech, and of course we have Manchester United's Jaap Stam. Now, Petr Cech, to start with him, I've played a lot of games with the original Petr Cech card. Really, really solid card. And as you can see from the thumbnail, he is probably my favorite goalkeeper in eFootball history in terms of I've just used him so much. I'm kind of favouring Van der Sar now, but really solid stats at base level 1. I mean, obviously, you're not going to get too carried away because if you have Van der Sar or you have Schmeichel, obviously, it's not going to change the dial too much. But Petr Cech is a really, really nice card, lads. Good skills, good stats. And if he goes, you know, into the 29, 30 level zone, he's going to be a top draw. Thomas Vermaelen, again, I think the biggest problem with this card, right, is if you are not hitting 85 plus speed, with the way the game has gone now with the speed, and potentially 80 plus acceleration for centre backs as well. I'm not saying that you need to run the length of the pitch. Obviously, his levels aren't correct. If he's going to have 33 levels, it looks like quite a solid card. But the build-up play style on him is not going to suit him too much, I don't think, unless he's going to be playing as your main build-up, because you can't really play two build-ups. Good skills, good stats, doesn't have long-reach tackle. Here he seems to have fortress and visionary pass. If this is confirmed, obviously it's not. But it is all about Jaap Stam. Now, I've been waiting for Jaap Stam, and I've been waiting for Nemanja Vidic and waiting for Roy Keane. They're the three kind of United guys I want that are left. But Jaap Stam is down as a build-up. Now, I know people will say he was more of a destroyer. Yes and no. I think, you know, having watched a lot of him growing up and whatever, I do think he should have had long-range tackle. If he's not going to have long-range tackle, obviously, until we see tomorrow 100% confirmed. But he does go to the 90 speed, and he's only got 27 levels here on this mock-up concept here, because it's obviously not official player levels, right? So I do think that if it is going to be a case with Jaap Stam, the biggest decision is, now that there's so many cards out there, does Rio Ferdinand, you know, is Jaap Stam going to overtake Rio Ferdinand? For me, lads, even though Rio Ferdinand, I know people in the comments will say he doesn't have long-range tackle, Varane is quite, you know, good as well. I just feel like with Rio Ferdinand, man, his player ID is just unbelievable. He's so quick, he's so fast, he's got 80 plus acceleration, he's got 90 plus speed, he's got 90 physical contact, and all his defensive stats are 98 and above, including 100 plus for defensive awareness. And that's kind of the biggest issue, I think, with Stam. That, like, you know, Stam will be absolutely an insane upgrade if you don't have Rio Ferdinand or Varane or Saliba or Van Dijk or any of those guys, or even Nesta, I would say as well. For a similar, I know obviously the build-up versus destroyer argument will always be there, but I do think that that's kind of the similar with Vermaelen. And then for Petr Cech, now I played a lot of games with this Petr Cech. You can see that I've played over 800 games with him. And he definitely is due an upgrade. I definitely think this card is an upgrade. The new card is an upgrade. But it is all about Jaap Stam. I know I've seen a lot of hype for him. I think that they've released 3 unbelievable centre-backs in the last couple of weeks. You had Varane, you had Rio Ferdinand, and now you have Jaap Stam as well, which I do think that build-up players are eating really, really well. So it is probably all about those 3 guys. But let me know. We will be spinning tomorrow. We'll be testing them out. We'll have a look at the cards. We'll see what we can get. Let me know if you guys are looking forward to this, or is there another legend that you're looking forward to? And we'll be back tomorrow for a week of content.